Hey guys, it's Jordan again. So I don't know if you guys realized, I didn't for a little bit, that this is now over 100 videos on our channel. It's pretty cool, kind of a big deal, and almost 2,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for that. That's awesome. Love y'all so much. Make sure that you continue to like and subscribe and share these videos with others that you think might be able to help from that. Now obviously I get a lot of questions from people both on YouTube and on Facebook and sometimes through our website as well. And I feel bad because I don't always get to the emails as quickly as I would like. So what I want to do this week is just answer some of the messages that I've gotten in the past that I haven't been really good at responding to right away. And these are also good questions that I know many of you have asked in the past, so I figured that you guys could benefit from this as well. One visitor named Emily asked, I have a question about the Fantasmic and World of Color Fast Passes. First, I know that they are separate from the rest of the Fast Passes, but I was wondering if you were able to get them through MaxPass or if you still need to go to the machines with your tickets to get them. Yes, you still have to go through the machines. Any Fast Pass for an entertainment offering, such as World of Color or Fantasmic, you have to actually physically go and get a paper ticket. It doesn't work through MaxPass. However, nice thing is it doesn't count as one of your Fast Passes either. So, positives and negatives on each side. Tom asked a couple of questions, which are all really, really good. I'm going to Disneyland in August and was hoping you may have some information about the Earl of Sandwich and when that may be closing down. He's referring, of course, to when they're going to start work on the Western Gateway project in downtown Disney, which is going to be closing down a lot of restaurants. No word yet on when those are officially going to close down. It may be a little bit, although they're going to start work on everything this summer. It could just be over in downtown Disney parking areas, since they're going to work on the parking structure first. But right now we don't have any indication of when they're going to close those restaurants down. But I mean, as soon as we have any idea, we will share that with you guys. But it's a good thing to be asking about. He also asked, the Blue Bayou, is it really much cheaper to eat there at lunch? I wanted to have a table by the water if possible. Is it a really hard thing to get? The Blue Bayou is not much cheaper for lunch. There's not a big difference between their lunch and dinner menus anymore, so you're not going to be saving a ton of money by going there for lunch. It's probably just going to be slightly easier to get a table. Speaking of getting tables, getting a table by the water isn't really hard to get. When you check in, you can give them that that's your preference. However, you may end up waiting a bit longer than you normally would for what table they were going to assign you automatically. But that is certainly something you can ask. You just have to wait a little bit more. It's a possibility. Adam asked, I'm planning a vacation on spring break for my family, me, my wife, my kids of ages. Was wondering if it's worth it to go all out and stay on site at the resort, especially because it's our family's first time at Disneyland, or is it better to go cheaper and get a feel of Disneyland first? It all depends on how much you're willing to spend. The Disneyland resort hotels are not cheap by any means. If you're going with that many people, it looks like there's going to be 6 people in your group, counting yourself, then it may actually be in your best interest to stay at the Paradise Pier Hotel if you're going to be staying on property at all. It is the cheapest of the 3 and actually can fit 5 people in beds, and then you have a toddler that you could put in the provided crib, so you get all of you in a single room, which is nice. Obviously, staying at a Disneyland Resort Hotel also means that you can get into the parks an hour early every day, and there's a bunch of other things. And also Paradise Pier Hotel has probably what I think is arguably one of the best character experiences in the resort at the PCH Grill. But it really depends on how much you're going to want to spend, because the Paradise Pier Hotel is like probably $300 to $350 per night, and you can spend a fraction of that price if you stay off property. So it all depends on what you actually are feeling. If you're willing to spend that money, then I'd say go for it and stay on property, stay in one of the resort hotels. But if you're really wanting to save money, which I'm guessing you probably will be, then you can still get a really great experience by staying at one of the other Good Neighbor hotels, and it's not really going to detract from your experience at all. So those are just a few really quick questions, but all really, really good ones. Obviously, if you guys have more questions, make sure that you ask them. You can put them in the comment section below. You can ask them on Facebook, or try to respond as fast as possible. You can ask them through our website, DisneylandForever.com. Go to the contact page. And I do my best to try and get back to them. And thank you all so much again for all your support. And I love hearing your feedback, both positive and negative, so I can kind of try and work things out. And with that, then we'll see you guys next week. All right, bye.